to do this. A bit of a hill. His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere, that there's a hungry child.
Do you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in here to SummitCitySports.com and across our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube tonight. We actually have back-to-back broadcasts with high school hockey where we actually are on YouTube. We're back at the Parkview Sport One Ice House after a very entertaining change of venue over at the Coliseum where we played Sunday the Vipers and the Chargers on Sweetwater Ice. Very entertaining area. Fun to actually broadcast at an arena like that. But for tonight, game one, we have the Carroll Chargers and the Homestead Spartans. On camera tonight, Hunter Sosenheimer. I'm Brandon Porter. With me, our partner more or less, because we're going to probably be most likely be switching after this game. Joe Hacker back on the microphone.
Yeah, man, it feels like it's been forever since we've gotten to call a game together, but, reuniting here again, and hopefully we'll be back for the playoffs in a couple of weeks as well.
I love basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before we get too much further in, let's take this time to thank our sponsors that allow us to do this every season, every game. As you know, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. That is 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Visit DriveKelly.com, the Kelly Automotive Group in Decatur, Indiana, where it's simple, transparent, and reliable. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignment, engine diagnostics, and more. Visit their north location at 2620 North Clinton Street or their south location at 3530 West Jefferson Boulevard. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions and enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment found only at Big Eyed Fish. You're invited to join Professional Federal Credit Union, where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online or stop by a local branch. Join ProFed today, and together we can start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. At Ontweller Contracting, we invest in our customers to provide a peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OntwellerContracting.com for more information. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. With ages ranging from 5 to 18 years old, our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board and together we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business, and it is a system and solution that will fit your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com for more information or give them a call at 260-557-0958. LS Tech, a Mexican restaurant, has been a Fort Wayne fan favorite since 1973. Their recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit lstecharestaurant.com for more information. Let me tell you, they got some pretty good fajitas over there. iCryo specializes in whole body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Visit Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard next to Blaze Pizza. And at Parkview Sports Medicine, they continue to lead the way in the Northeast Indiana area. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located in the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referrals are needed, saving you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. Well, the teams have just taken to the ice for their warm-ups. We'll take another break here. You're watching high school hockey on SummitCitySports.com.
This league promotes finding diamonds in the rough. kids that didn't have an opportunity. They're on the wrong team. They had the wrong coach. If we can find those kids, which we have 20 of them now, that we build a team in 45 days.
I look at like the amazing facilities and like the coaching staff, like everything looked perfect for me.
It's kind of a no-brainer for me.
Here is, I heard, was very professional, and I had absolutely no idea there was such a big hockey community.
Saw the amazing facilities here and coaching staff.
Felt like it was a good fit for me. I noticed my confidence got up.
I think the system starts with what you do off the ice, right? And that's been our biggest challenge, right, is taking these kids from different places in the world, right, and bringing them in and trying to establish a culture. And it's been difficult, right, to teach discipline, to teach accountability, to show up on time, right? That's where it all starts. We have the resources that, frankly, other programs don't have, and we try to utilize them to the best of our abilities.
I mean, they'll help each individual out as well as like all team stuff, so they do a good job giving everybody what they need to get better at or what they think they should be working on more. Our schedule's really nice during the week. We get a lot of ice time in the gym. All the facilities here are brand new, super nice, from the gym to the locker room. The rink is unreal as it is.
We work out twice a week here, and our trainers give us as much of the resources as they can to push us and make us better off the ice, to help us on the ice too. All of our workouts are kind of tailor-made for hockey players. And
the coaching staff helped me get better, like offensively. John Solway helped me like work on my stride, my edges.
His teaching is really good. He processes it in a way that makes it easy for us to kind of reciprocate what he's doing in a way that's kind of lower to our level.
For them to see the professionalism and the support that they have, I mean, it's second to none. It's remarkable to see, these guys, getting the chance to, talk to the, people in the community and the kids, and the opportunity to really have that moment to themselves, right? And have that opportunity to essentially, live the day in the life of what it's like to play pro hockey, right? I mean, they're around the Fort Wayne Comets. Earlier in the year, guys were coming out, and helping the kids. And it's remarkable because they get to see what it takes to play at the next level. Right?
Not only Josh, but we've got Jerry Most, who helps with our goaltending, and Paris Duffus, who is a familiar name for Fort Wayne fans, that really helps our goalies off the ice, and I think gives them the mental approach that they need to advance to the next level, as we know that's really important with goaltending.
He preaches accountability. He always makes sure, accountability on and off the ice, actually. He makes sure we're doing the right things off the ice, and we're, more importantly, doing the right things on the ice, making sure we're, always just ready to go, ready to play, never having our minds stray throughout a game or a practice, always be just ready to go.
We tell these kids all the time, from high school till about college to your junior years, you've got 7 to 8 years to work really hard and get your life on the right path, or you can goof off and not pay attention and get involved with the wrong people, and then the rest of your life after that 8 years is going to be pretty difficult, right? So trying to get them prepared for the real world is priority number one.
There's a lot of hockey players in the world, and you're not all going to make the highest team and not get noticed, or you might become the best hockey player you've ever been at 20. You don't know when you're going to come out of your shell. So they have to have this opportunity to play, or they may never be seen.
And we are back here. We got about 40 seconds left of warm-up time. And then we will have the national anthem and then opening puck drop. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our standings. Well, about as well as we can here. In first place with 10 games played is the Homestead Spartans. 7 wins, 2 losses, an overtime loss for 15 points. The Carroll Chargers come in tied with the Fort Wayne Vipers, but we'll get to the Vipers here in a second. The Carroll Chargers come in with 12 games played, the most in the conference. 6 wins, 6 losses for 12 points. The Fort Wayne Vipers come into tonight's matchups against Leo with the fewest games played in the entire league. Only 9 games played, 5 wins, 2 losses, 2 overtime losses for 12 points. And then the Leo Lions come in with 11 games played, so we got a bit of a flush there, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Leo comes in with 11 games played, 3 wins, 7 losses, and overtime loss for 7 points. Highlights, last Wednesday, 27-21. It was the Carroll Chargers and the Leo Lions, where Carroll edged out Leo 3-2. And then we had a game on Sunday, as I mentioned, at the Sweetwater Ice at the Memorial Coliseum, where the Vipers took a victory over Carroll 7-2. Tonight's matchup is Carroll Homestead at 6:40, as you're watching right now. Leo and the Vipers at 8:40. We have the game tomorrow night at 6:40 right here on Ring 3. Leo versus the Vipers. So we're bringing that action to you. Upcoming events, the Memorial Cup playoffs start on the 17th. And then on the 20th, we will have the Memorial Cup Finals. So we'll take a brief moment here to pause for the anthem. Teams lining up at the blue lines. We'll get our starting goaltenders here after a moment to pause. We are back here, getting ready for opening puck drop. We'll take a look here at our starting goaltenders. First up for the Homestead Spartans, they're going to go with number 41, Lane Copeland. And in goal for the Chargers, looks like they're going to go back to Carson Carteau, who was pulled in the 7-2 loss to the Vipers last Sunday. Although there were a lot of goals that there wasn't much he could do on, unfortunately. Well, the Carroll Chargers looking to regain sole possession of second place, and Homestead looking to further extend their lead in the division. So we just got to see how this goes. If the looks like they're going to send out Brody Burge, Nolan Blakely, Simon Leininger, Sam Phillips, and number 14, I believe that is Davis Klein. The Spartans send out Johnson, Eisenbarger, Besh, Doherty, and Doherty. Face-off is won by Homestead, and now Elliot Doherty skates it up the far side, gets up ice, tipped into the zone by Besh. That one hits the net. And looks like Doherty's going off for a change already. Out to the point. It is along the near side. Johnson loses it. Tried to get out of the zone was Klein. As now it goes over to Phillips, far side, chipped off the boards. Goes just wide of Leininger, who had an impressive goal against the Vipers 12 seconds into the second period on Sunday. And now the Chargers go the other way. Here's Blakely at the high slot. He loses it on a stick handle. Out into the neutral zone. Brought in by Johnson. Johnson to the high slot. That one is shot into the pad of Carteau. There's now Johnson behind the net. Out to Besh. Besh at the high face-off circle. That one off the crossbar and into the safety netting.
Just thinking on that Doherty thing, why he might have gone for a change that early. He's been playing forward this year, and they had him lined up at defense, so I don't know if he's actually staying there or if maybe he was just going off for a change to get set up with his normal forward line. They just wanted him out there to start the game on defense in case, Carroll tried to start super fast or something like that maybe.
Face-off controlled by the Spartans. It is Matt Jeanette losing an edge on that one, and the initial shot is blocked by Clanky. Wallum sends it around the boards over to the far side. Back down to the high slot is intercepted by Wallum. He goes off the boards up to Davies, and that one is wide, and out to Asiala over to Juarez, far side. Juarez made an impressive debut last season for the Homestead Spartans, along with his line mates Hunter Ramos and Cody Hurley. And Juarez tries to feed the low slot. It goes wide, and that one goes off the boards and out of the zone where Loxton will play it. So he's got Nick Tigner all over him. Backhand over to Juarez. Juarez looking up ice. I think he was trying to get it to Loxton. A lot of players losing their edge. I wonder if there's something with the ice right now, as we have one of the Carroll Chargers circling over by their bench.
Could be. One of the officials at the end of warm-ups was over by the Sport 1 at center ice filling in a hole, so could be an ice issue tonight.
So that one's in the neutral zone, and now retreating is Davis Klein. He feeds up to Drinkall. That one goes off the boards. Near side, brought inside of the Spartan zone. Austin over to Mulholland. And that one's knocked off his stick out to the point. Craig can't control it. And now it's a race between Klein and Johnson, where Klein takes possession, feeds it near side for Austin. It gets off his stick and shot inside of the Spartan zone. No ice on the play, so Doherty has it far side. He sends it around to Henry Doherty. Along the point, that one shot just through the crease. Not sure if Copeland saw it coming. It's now controlled by Doherty. That's sent out of the zone, and now it's Eisenbarger. 2-on-1 for the Spartans. Eisenbarger shoots wide of the net and into the safety netting.
Nice little 2-on-1 here for the Spartans. Carroll's defensive positioning here is pretty good. You see that back checker for Carroll getting that stick in the lane, really not leaving Eisenbarger much of a chance to make a good pass, and forces that shot that obviously went wide.
Off the draw, it is going to be Doherty, Elliott Doherty. Far side goes off the boards, looking for Elkins. They rule no icing, chipped off a stick. Now that one is flipped up to Fiedler. It's stolen by Besh. Besh over to Elkins, and that one's knocked away. Elkins with a try. That one's wide. Henry Doherty at the point. Goes off the boards down low. Gathered in now. Looks like by Rimner. And that one's tipped just wide by Wallum. Elkins with a shot. That one's blocked in front by Wallum too, and we're going to have a whistle for a player in the crease. That'll bring them face off out of the Carroll defensive zone.
Homestead with a really good start to this game, kind of put Carroll on their heels for the majority of the start so far. Carroll, I wasn't there, but I believe in that game against the Vipers, they were without Burge and Wollum. I think those two were suspended. So hopefully those two guys can, come and make a difference. Obviously a 7-2 result is not ideal for them. So they're going to be wanting to bounce back here against a tough opponent.
Juarez has it just outside the blue line, and onside play. Here's Juarez at the high slot. He's pressured, tries to backhand it to Jeanette. It's stolen by Leininger, and then he loses it on the deep. Phillips, far side. Oh, he missed the puck, and now it's gathered in by Juarez. Juarez feeds it down low for Fix. Fix centers it to Jeanette, and it's stolen off his stick. And now here's Leininger with speed. Leininger into the zone. He sends it down to the corner. That one is shot up into the air and lands right at the corner And now the Spartan, Cody Fix, comes up the ice. Fix inside the zone, shot into the glove of Carteau, who ends on.
If Carroll's going to have a great chance in this game like they have all season, it's going to have to be Simon Leininger driving the bus. 9 goals this year. He is by far and away, him and Nolan Blakely, just blitzing most of the other players in the league in goals this year. Simon Leininger leading the league in goals with 9. Now, obviously, there's some games played discrepancy, so that helps him out. But it just shows he's been a great goal scorer for Carroll this year, and he's going to have to keep doing that here in this one.
Side and a note on that, he's a senior, so they're going to have to find someone to eventually step up when he graduates at the end of the season. As now here comes Eisenbarger, far side, feeds to Johnson, scores! Reed Johnson in the low slot.
Yep, Carteau just gets a bit out of position there and gets caught. Johnson in front, easy shot, wide open net. And now the Spartans up 1-0, and it was only a matter of time the way they were really controlling the game so far.
Yeah, you could just see it in the momentum of the Spartans. When you said it was only just a matter of time. Mulholland to the draw. He says he's going to go up against Brimner. As Brimner sends it back to Loxton, who feeds up ice. Here's Elkins. Elkins, cross ice feed, and that's broken up. That one scores!
Well, just like that. You'll see the original opportunity here, a little bit of a 2-on-1 that's broken up. Austin can't quite handle that, and it's just ripped straight home by Asiala. Might have gotten tipped there in front, but 2 goals in, 30 seconds maybe?
Just a little under 20. Just a little over 20. Face-off controlled by the Spartan Chargers. Elkins with the goal. Asiala with the assist. Out to the point. Now it's knocked off Phillips' sticks by Elkins. It rolls on net. Carteau covers it and plays it to Phillips as he has a Spartan coming down to him that looks like Brimner. Now it's gathered in. Shot into the zone by Asiala on net, so Carteau has to make a stick save. As his far side corner, Cody Fix tries to feed the middle. He fans on the pass, gathered in now by Nolan Blakely. Blakely stretch feed over to Leininger, misses the mark. And now Loxton up to Fix. Fix backhands it into the zone. That will be an icing as he was inside of his half of the ice, not quite over the red line. I'd say about 5 more inches and we'll be fine.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but I think one thing that has just come across to me is Carroll just doesn't look like they're here ready to play tonight. To me, they look a little bit slow, a little bit lethargic. That puck right there for Leininger, he's the guy that wants the puck, and he's just kind of just slowly skating back to his bench. Their puck retrieval in the corners has been pretty slow. So it just looks like they're not bringing the energy that you would expect out of them usually, especially coming off what happened to them Sunday at the Coliseum.
Blankley shot wide. It's loose just outside the crease, and Henry Dockery knocks the rebound away. Up ice to P.J. Eisenbarger. Good defensive play by Kalinke to knock it away. And that one's brought inside of the Carroll zone. Icing waved off, so Klein has to receive it inside the near side corner, and that one goes for an icing. As you mentioned, Carroll's looking a little sluggish right now.
Yeah, a better shift there. They had the puck in the O-zone for a little bit of time, so maybe it's just certain guys, but, if they think it's a tough scene now, they're going to have to play, they still got games, I think, Saturday, and I think they play next Thursday in a makeup game against the Vipers, and obviously with Wednesday, so, they're going to have to find that energy right now. They shouldn't be tired.
Nice deep move there against Elkins. Hand pass waved off, and the Spartans clear the zone. Besh flips it up ice to Elliott Doherty. He throws it inside the zone. Icing waved off. And now Klein has to get it behind the net. Klein up to Brody Burge. Burge gains the zone. Elkins catches him. There's now Nolan Blakely. Tries the center, and it gets deflected out of the way. by number 9, Richardson. Far side corner, Blakely with it. Over to Burge. Back to Blakely, that's wide, and Besh intercepts. Dylan Besh coming down the ice. 2-on-2, Besh drops it to Elkins. Elkins' a shot that one's wide. Jeanette's there, plays at the point, rolls off his sticks, and now Blakely goes the other way. Blakely, unaware he had Burge at the blue line as he took it inside the zone. Elkins gets it out of the zone, and looks like it is punched back in by Ringenberg. It looks like he's playing defense tonight. He was a forward Sunday night, I was pretty sure, unless he's just covering defense right now. As Drexler tries to play it, that one's out of the zone. Gathered now by Austin. It looks like they got Ringenberg playing defense tonight. There's a turnover, Janetta shot, and a save by Carteau.
Yeah, so maybe they got some lineup issues going on. I'm not aware of anything. But going back to the energy thing, one other thing on the opposite end of that is Homestead didn't play at all last week. So maybe it's not as much Carroll just looking lethargic. Maybe it's Homestead also coming out and playing with a bit more of a purpose.
Craig tries to clear the zone. That's knocked down by Elliot Doherty, who shot it towards the slot. It's now intercepted, and Klein goes the other way. Inside the zone, backhands it behind the net, rolls to the near side. Austin is there. He's tied up. Doherty, looks like both Doherty brothers are there. That one shot wide of the net. Henry Doherty backhands it up to Fix. Fix tries to chip it out of the zone. Craig keeps it inside the zone. And that one just outside the goal crease, gathered in by Fix, who looks like he nails his coaching staff. Former Summit City Panther coach Kirkpatrick, where he got caught in the arm.
Yeah, he's over there looking like he's examining it, but seems to be no worse for wear. He was the coach the first 2 years I played for that team.
You're your former coach, and my former coach in the JV program.
Kind of been out of high school hockey for a couple of years. Coached U16.
There's a shot, and that's in the net! Whoa! Brings the Chargers within one.
There you go. Carroll getting a little greasy here, working for this one. Woolham in front of the net, able to just find it and put it home. And there you go. Carroll with the sign of life here. Halfway through the first period, just 2-1, very manageable. So we'll have to see if Woolham can keep this one going. That's going to be his 7th goal of the year.
He's also a senior, so Carroll's losing all three, because Blakely's also a senior, so all three of their top scorers, that one goes off sides. All three of their top scorers, Blakely, Leininger, and Wallum, all graduated at the end of the year.
Yeah, Carroll with a lot of talent there at the top end, graduating, so, I mean, there are going to be some big shoes to fill. I think a lot of that's going to fall on a guy like Brody Burge. You know, I've talked about him a lot earlier in the year. He's got 6 points this year, which isn't too bad, but, you know, he's probably their next top offensive guy, at least in my opinion.
Here comes Eisenbarger in the zone. There's a shot right into the glove of Carteau, who hangs on. And then, you know, you got a team like Homestead. I mean, they're losing just, looks like just Juarez, from what I'm looking at, along the scorer leader-wise. Juarez and Doherty, Elliot Doherty.
Johnson, Reed Johnson on that list too. He's got one tonight. So that's up to 5 points on the year for him. But the biggest loss for Homestead is going to be Lane Copeland. He's a senior and a goaltender. And we were talking during one of our commercials that Doherty, the backup goalie, just a freshman, hasn't even gotten into a league game yet this year. So I'm sure he's played some crossover games, but obviously experience going to be a factor next year.
Shot off the glass, kept inside the zone for a brief moment by Loxton, and it does it again. Eisenbarger. Carroll can't clear the zone, but now they get it right back, and they get it up to Burge. Brody Burge in the zone. That one intercepted, and now it's gathered in along the near side by Eisenbarger. Poke check by Burge, and they put it back down to the near side corner. Loxton, far side with it now. Oh, he fans on the pass, clearing the attempt, but he gets it right back. But now pressured by Fiedler. He elects to go off the boards up to Richardson, who fans on his chip into the boards, as now Burge is battling Eisenbarger for possession. And PJ Eisenbarger, as he's got Blakely all over him. Now Homestead struggling to clear the zone a little bit. Eisenbarger gets it out to the point, stayed inside the zone. Along the near side wall, Homestead tries to dump it in. Klein has it. Burge has it in his feet now, and he throws it inside the zone, and that will go down for an icing.
I mean, that's about as close to not being icing as you can get. I mean, this is like right on the red line.
Yeah, I think he was right there on the little...
I'm surprised they didn't give it to him. I mean...
Well, Parkview Square, I guess, part of the logo, I think is where he was. It's probably about 2 inches, maybe. Face off won by the Spartans. Doherty with it. Goes off the boards down low to Brimner. Brimner with it. Sent around the boards. Elkins back to Brimner. Cross crease feed is in a broken up by the Chargers. As now it is Klein. Off the boards to Mulholland. That's intercepted. Here's Bash. Backhand pass to Elkins is intercepted by Austin. It's in the feet. Elkins steals it. I think he tried to get a shot off but couldn't. Out to the point. Henry Doherty knocks it down. That should be a hand pass, and it is.
Brandon, I might be wrong on this one, but hang on. I have not seen Simon Leininger out there in quite a few minutes. You might have, but I haven't heard his name. I haven't watched him out there. So ever since he came off when that puck was just trickling by him going for a change, I've not seen him out there. It looks like he is on the bench. But just something to keep an eye on. Their leading scorer, not someone you want to be putting on the bench in a game where it's going to take a full team effort.
Jeanette cross to the low slot. That one is stopped by Cartel, and we have a play whistle down, I think, for the net off. I think is what I heard the referee yell.
Yeah, it looks like it's slightly pushed off there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So face-off will be inside of the Carroll zone to the blocker side of Cartel. Juarez against Blakely. And that one is tied up and punched through by Blakely up to Fiedler to Brody Burge. Burge loses it. It's now controlled by Juarez. Brought inside the zone, and that one is whistled down for an offsides play on the Spartans. .337 left here in the first period. The Spartans up by 1. 2-1 is our score. The neutral zone face-off just outside of the Carroll defensive zone, and Asiala will throw it to the near side corner off the Spartan face-off win. Oh, fanning on the pass was Craig. That one's intercepted. Eisenbarger a shot, and that one's blocked. PJ Eisenbarger with it now out to the point. Richardson a drive. Oh, that one looked like it got tipped just wide of the net. Out to the point. Asiala with a wrist shot blocked by Craig. That is number 8, Eisenbarger. I'll get that first name here. Tyler Eisenbarger, as he feeds up to the slot. Johnson knocks it down low behind the net. Round to the far side corner. Reed Johnson plays. Feeds the slot. It's intercepted by Blakely. Fiedler up to Burge. Burge coming in with speed. Goes to the near side face-off circle. He loses it for a brief moment, but gets it back. Tried to feed Blakely. Intercepted by the Spartans. Johnson can't gather it in, so it's in the neutral zone. Thrown back in near side, far side corner by Klein. Richardson has it. Letting it go up. Oh, it's stolen by Wallum. He avoids the hip check. Wallum to the slot, and it's broken up by PJ Eisenbarger. Tyler Eisenbarger can't clear it. There's a wrist shot from the point by Clanky off the pad of Copeland. Tegner centers it, and it's through the crease and wide. Johnson elects to send it down the ice, and that will go for an icing. Chris Wallum avoids the hip check and almost got a goal.
Oh, yeah, nice little play there. Chris is pretty disgusting. I'm surprised he doesn't have more points. I guess he is only one behind Simon Leininger for the league lead, but You know,
and by disgusting, that's hockey terminology.
Yeah,
Good.
of course. You know, hockey slang. You got to incorporate it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But I'd argue he might be their, you know, best all-around forward.
Oh, that one through the feet of Clanky, and Elkins couldn't quite gather it in as Clanky was able to recover with the help of Klein. But now the Spartan, there's a trip on Wallum, and that will be called. That one very clear as day, as the Spartans will go on the first power play.
Yeah, pretty simple call there for the official. Just as I'm trying to give him a little bit of, you know, talk him up a little bit, he has to go and get a penalty, you know, of course, very on brand. But like I was saying, I think he's probably their best all-around forward. You know, Leininger's getting a lot of these goals, but Woolen's got a much more even distribution of points and seems a little bit more defensively responsible, you know, just stuff like that.
Oh, that one was cleared out of the zone by Klein, so the Spartans have to regroup. Asiala gets it up ice. That one intercepted by the Chargers. Burge, I believe, who sends it back in the Spartan zone. Asiala behind his net, kicks it to his stick, and it is Blakely providing tremendous offensive pressure for the Chargers as the Spartans are struggling to clear the zone with just Blakely in there providing the forecheck. Now Besh goes the other way. Besh, shot, blocker save made by Carteau. Gathered in now and cleared by Clanky as Asiala has it. Thrown inside the zone. That's into the glove of Carteau, who had to make the save and hangs on.
A nice little play here by Besh on that play. You know, you can see he's looking like he's going to pass, but his shoulders are still kind of showing shoot. He ends up shooting. And Carteau, I mean, he just barely caught that one with his blocker. Maybe slightly off on his angle there, but it would still make the save.
Yeah, and as a goaltender, while we got a second here, as he's coming in, you're reading his shoulders are still showing shot. If he likes to pass there, he's not going to be able to make a strong pass to the shoulders, still pretty much square to the net. So as he's coming in, you're reading that he's still probably about a good 80% chance that he's going to shoot it still. As you see there on our replay of showing.
Yeah, and some good defensive positioning there for the Carroll player.
Still trying to get this face-off done as that one is finally dropped and cleared out of the zone. Under a minute to play here in the first period. Elliott Doherty brings it back inside the zone at the high slot. Doherty's shot, and that one is stopped by Carteau as Phillips is able to tip it along the ice. Jeanette at the point, off the boards to Juarez. Zach Juarez at the high slot. That one shot just wide as well. Now it's grabbed in by Besh. Besh feeds Jeanette just inside the hash marks, but it's poked off his stick. Now there's a one-time shot off the crossbar. To be honest, I think I saw the net move. He might have shot it through the net because I saw the net twitch on that one. As Eisenbarger has it near side. Eisenbarger down low to Besh. Back over to Eisenbarger with 8 seconds. Down to Besh. To Jeanette. Scores! A power play goal for the Spartans with 5.5 left in the first.
Really not surprising, you know, they were really dominating there, and then Jeanette just kind of gets there in that open area, and he's about as wide open as you're going to get in close quarters like that, and he just has an easy little slam that one home, and that's a little bit of a tough one to swallow there for Carroll. You know, you'd love to get through those last 5 seconds and just go to the break down 2, and now that penalty costs them, and it's going to be 3-1 here going into the end of the first period.
Face-off won by the Chargers. We thank everybody for tuning in all across Summit City Sports. Look to all of our social media platforms. Besh with the assist. And Eisenbarger with the assist. So it's 3-1 Homestead. We'll take a quick break here, just a quick minute. You're watching high school hockey on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, You know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
And so we're back here at the Parkview Sport One Ice House, where we have a 3-1 Spartan lead. Take a look here at our comments section on Facebook. Christy Eddins trying to get some support out for the Carroll Chargers. As I mentioned, we try to monitor the Facebook comment section every once in a while. In case we mess up a last name and someone comments, with the pronunciation, or they're trying to say they're here and watching. So once again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and Christy Eddins for commenting on our Facebook feed, trying to show some support for the Chargers and Ben Mulholland. Now that one was shot by Richardson off the stick of Fiedler into the safety netting. Sounds like 5-15 in shots in favor of Homestead.
I wouldn't doubt that.
And one thing you missed with Sunday's game, the Vipers at the end of the game outshot Carroll 50-17.
I heard about that. I don't know. I mean, that'd be pretty tough. I feel like that 50 is probably a little bit liberal on the shot count side, but I definitely heard that Carroll did not have their best game.
That's spaceman level of shooting. We've had a lot of games where the spaceman reach that high.
I mean, it seems like every game Marcus has got the shots 50 to 40 something. It's unreal. Just letting them fly.
So face-off is won by the Chargers. Burge with the backhand try. That's in the crease and in the glove of Copeland, who hangs on. I don't think he was quite ready for that shot by Burge, as he put it on the backhand right along the ice. I don't think Copeland was quite ready for it.
No, probably not.
Backhands, they say, are and I can attest to this, that backhands are one of the most trickier shots that goaltender faces outside of the knuckle puck.
Yeah, some players have a good backhand, some really don't. In this league, not a lot of players, take backhands unless they're just making a move in front of the net. But
Fix tries to feed it across ice, and it's intercepted. As now the Chargers getting possession, they look up ice, and it's in the neutral zone. Burge to Blakely, good one-touch pass to Fiedler. Fiedler shot, and a great glove save by Copeland. Easy track into the glove.
While we have a second, let's try and see if we can catch that Juarez shot. I think this is it. We'll see if we can see the net move. You might not be able to. It's a little zoomed out, but you never know. Maybe those of you with bigger screens can tell better than we can on just our little monitor here.
Yeah, I mean, when he shot that, he ripped it, but I could have sworn it looked like it might have hit back bar, and I could have sworn I saw the back of the net move just ever so slightly.
Either way, just a rippable one-timer there off the crossbar. Great shot there from the senior captain.
Jeanette shoots it on net. Cartel makes the save, and he has to cover it. 13:54 left here in the second period. 3-1 is our score. Never want to get scored on from center ice, and I played the fifth on that one because I've had that happen to me a couple times.
My first goal in travel hockey was just a random shot from my own team's blue line that went in. I didn't even watch it. I was so disappointed, but
yeah, one of my
funny at the same time.
Montana Shout, son of the weather guy Greg Shop on Lane 15. He just ripped it from the red line, hit my palm. It goes up in the air and just kind of flooded, dropped right behind me and in the net. I was so mad.
I played on a summer league team with Montana one year, and former Homestead player Cody Nice just went to the games, just hung out in the penalty box. And it was bantam when Montana was like a sophomore in high school at that point, and he had a bomb of a shot.
There's Davies on the steal, cuts down low. Davies backhand save. Copeland, who hangs on.
But getting back to that story, why I mentioned Cody Nice is because Montana had that rip of a shot against younger players, and he was huge. So obviously, he kind of dominated the league. And one game, he scored a hat trick. So Cody Nice just from the bench threw his hat on the ice and got us a penalty. Love that. So just a classic funny moment. I love some spring league.
Planky with a shot. Save. Rebound. Whoa, and a save. Copeland. Copeland caught that with the tip of the glove as he directed behind the net and wide. Now that one's tipped wide of the net. Tigner trying to redirect it in, and that's stolen. Here goes P.J. Eisenbarger the other way. Eisenbarger gets around Planky. Digs. Scores! Strong drive-by Eisenbarger. Puts it just behind the skate of Carteau, making it 4-1 Spartans.
I mean, this is just tough to watch. This was tough. You can look at this here, nice little breakout pass, and he just gets through one, and Clanky almost has him, just squeaks by, some good shielding, and goes around the world on Carteau. Eisenbarger, just the big body, the speed.
I couldn't tell who that other defenseman was, but that's a bad.
I think it was Phillips that got burnt here at first on the blue line, and then Clanky.
That was a 50-50 play by Phillips. He tried to pinch up to keep it in the zone. Unfortunately, Eisenbarger too quick on the skates, too quick on the edges.
And maybe in that situation, just got to be aware a little bit more of where your D partner and who your D partner is. Clanky, I think he's just a freshman, a little inexperienced. P.J. Eisenbarger, big boy coming at him just with that speed. I mean, it's hard for any player to defend that. So.
Loxton picking up the assist on that one, as that one shot just wide of the net. Loxton with it now. We've got the secondary assist on the Eisenbarger goal. Reed Johnson picked up the primary. Besh tries to clear. It's stolen by Drexler. Drexler to Drinkle. Drinkle! Blocker save Copeland. Rimner. He's poke check there. That's out to the point. Elkins. That was pinched there by Craig, and it was gathered in by Klein. Brimner with it now, back inside the zone. Drew Brimner throws it on net. That one's blocked in front by Klein. As that one's kept inside the zone. Here is Brimner again. Oh, nice move. Brimner shot, save Carteau. What a nice move on Klein.
Brandon, P.J. Eisenbarger is still just a junior, man. Oh. That's going to be tough for the rest of the league to deal with. If you look at the scoring leaders, we got Simon Leininger, a senior, PJ, who I just mentioned, is a junior, and the next 3 or 4 players are all seniors as well, at least. You keep going down the list. It's a pretty old group at the top of the scoreboard. And PJ Eisenbarger just going to be back to maybe run away with the scoring title.
So along the draw, it's outside at the point. Henry Doherty sends it down low. Phillips battling Jeanette for possession. Good tie up there by Phillips. Good box out too on Jeanette. Smart play there. Keep the puck ahead of him, but also keeping Jeanette behind him. But it's played now by Juarez. There's a feed. Save Carteau on Jeanette. That's out to the point. Henry Doherty, or that's Elliot Doherty with the shot. Fix the backhand, and that's intercepted by Fiedler. Fix tries to center it, goes off for Carroll Charger, and that one is shot down the ice. And here's Burge, 2-on-1 with Blakely. Burge centers to Blakely, shot, save Copeland! Juarez loses it to Fiedler, and now it's Burge, far side. He gets poke checked by Juarez, and now it's gathered in by Henry Doherty. Going up ice, eventually loses it to Clanky. But it's now in the neutral zone and up into the Spartan end, where it will be an icing.
This last one, even including the goal, might be Carroll's best chance of the game. Look at Blakely. He's pretty clearly starting to run low on gas. Almost gets chased down there by Doherty, but Still able to get that pass through was Burge, and Copeland comes up with the big save to keep this 3-goal lead.
Still no sign of Simon Leininger.
Yeah, no, he's definitely been benched. I don't think he's moved on the bench since the first period. Man.
Actually, he's walking down towards the trainer, it looks like.
Maybe
he's
he is
talking
hurt.
to the trainer. Might have missed a collision or something behind the play.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
here come the Chargers. Wallem, poke check there by Asiala. Whatever's up with Leininger, I hope everything's okay with him.
Yeah, we'll see. If it was something too serious, I feel like probably would have already been talking to the trainer by now since he's been chilling there for a good amount of time. Or maybe it's just a stinger that won't go away. Who knows?
On the near side corner, Klein with it. Wallen's tied up by P.J. Eisenbarger. Big surprise on that one. As Richardson throws it back inside the zone.
Ringenberg should just catch that pass and not try and tip it out. He's got oceans of time there.
Carroll coming back the other way. Ringenberg. I don't know if we have full possession on that one. I think that should have been offsides. There's a hit by Wallem on Eisenbarger. That could have been interference because Eisenbarger didn't play it. Here's Eisenbarger inside the zone, out to the point. Shot on the ice, stick save made by Carteau. Eisenbarger to Elkins, save made by Carteau.
Yeah, maybe Carroll trying to step up their physicality a little bit there. You see Willem taking a hit on Eisenbarger, who saw that one coming, decided he didn't want to play it, and then Ringenberg at the right before that shot from Asialik went to give him a little bit, so maybe trying to get something going physically a little bit and build some momentum to get back in this one, down 3.
Henry Doherty shot along the ice. That's blocked by Phillips. Carteau plays it behind the net.
And now Wallen's going to the room.
Here is Doherty. Centers to Brimner. Save Carteau, who hangs on.
Tough scene for Carroll if Willem's going to the locker room for anything serious. I mean, he was walking with purpose, so maybe just a quick bathroom break or something, who knows, or grabbing some stick tape, who knows. But
you lose Leininger and Wallem in a game like this. No offense, I mean, Carroll's not that strong of a team this year. They're much improved.
They're
Much
just not
more
very
improved.
deep.
Yeah, they just don't have the scoring depth right there. If you lose 2 of your top 3 or 4, that's hard. Great glove saved by Carteau off the slapper. Doherty.
Leininger looks all right over there in the corner. He's got his tops off. Still getting checked out by the trainer. So we'll keep an eye on that situation.
Phillips up ice. It's intercepted by Elkins, who goes off the boards and down low. Tegner, near side corner. And shipped up ice. Mulholland's there. He has possession. And Mulholland goes off the boards. Turnover inside the zone. Elkins throws it back to the near side for Henry. Well, that's L.A. Doherty. Excuse me, I got to get these numbers right here. I've seen L.A. Doherty for 3 years now, and I don't know why I'm messing it up.
There's just so many Dohertys. It gets confusing.
Austin directs it towards the net. Elliot Doherty intercepts it. Goes up ice to Brimner. Doherty with it now. As Elkins chips it further towards the Carroll zone. That's intercepted, and now Brimner steals it from a Charger, and it's gathered in by Doherty. L.A. Doherty gains the zone, fakes a slap shot, takes it towards the net. Oh, nice move. He just loses on the backhand. And now that is cleared up ice to the point. Elkins keeps it in. Brimner down to Doherty. Doherty directs it far side for Elkins. Elkins to Brimner, directed towards net through the crease and wide. That one chipped out of the zone by Mulholland and will go down for ice. No, they waved it off. I thought that'd be ice and it cleared the goal line. So Jeanette has it. Off the boards down the ice. That one's gathered in the Carroll zone by Klein. That one misses Fiedler, and that also gets waved off. I didn't see that one get tipped.
I think we're just letting the fellows play. Why not?
Doherty around the boards. It's out to Klein at the point. That one shot just wide of the net. Fish off the boards down the ice. He's got Juarez. Juarez in the zone. Backhands to Jeanette. Save Carteau. That one sent down the ice. Henry Doherty over to Asiala. Up ice finds Juarez. Juarez in the zone. Good spin move there. Finds Eisenbarger, who chips it off the boards down low to Jeanette. Center feed. Juarez shot. Scores! Juarez, beautiful toe drag there. Didn't have much on the first attempt, so he toe dragged it back and wrists it over the glove of Cartel. 5-1 Homestead. And it looks like Reinhold is getting his gear on.
Yeah, it's just not been a great night for Carroll overall. We'll see this goal here. And, just some traffic. Juarez lifts it up over. Yeah, I mean, there's really not a whole lot to say. I don't know what's up. Carroll's kind of not having a great run of things right now. They obviously won last Wednesday, but, on track here for potentially a worse blowout than what happened on Sunday. I still don't see Woolham or Leininger back on the bench. Carroll's just got 6 forwards on the bench. Oof. And when 2 of the ones you're missing are your top 2 scorers, that's never a good sign. But we'll hope to see how this one keeps on going. Maybe they can find a way to get back into it.
Inside the neutral zone is Craig. Eisenbarger with his 3rd point, or 4th point. Inside the zone now, behind the net, Asiala. There's a wraparound try and stopped by Copeland. Juarez up ice to Jeanette. Jeanette, onside play, Jeanette's shot, stick save by Reinhold. That one pops to the high slides, played now by Craig. Craig brings it inside the zone, takes a bit of a hit there by Fix, and Fix probably has about a good few pounds on Craig, so that's a heavy hit there.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised that one wasn't boarding. I mean, I was just looking at it on our little screen here, but it looked like he was far enough away.
That one sent up ice. Loxton, good defensive play there as we saw Davies behind the defense. Now it's grabbed by Juarez. Here's Juarez. Juarez with a shot. Save. Reinhold, who hangs on. Fun little story back when I first started. I accidentally kept calling Dougherty.
Do we even actually know how to pronounce that name?
Yeah, I talked to the Homestead coaching staff and to Elliot directly. But when I first started, I kept calling him Dougherty for some reason.
All right. Well, I mean, I've heard all the different people that have broadcasted him over the years. The year you weren't here, I think they said it differently.
There's Fiedler, shot, stick save, Copeland. That one sent around the boards. Fiedler on the near side of the net. Center feed to Burge and broken up by Eisenbarger. You hear that name a lot this match. As here comes the Spartans the other way. Klein in his defensive zone. Gets it over to Tigner near side. As it's gathered in, PJ Eisenbarger again inside the zone, directed towards the net. Klein makes the kick block for the Chargers defense. And now Johnson, he's battling Klein for Eisenbarger assist. PJ Eisenbarger loses it to Klein as Klein takes a hit from Johnson. Heavy hit in the corner. And Klein gets right back up and takes it away. Klein coming down the ice of speed. Lets it go far side. And play. Whistle down for the offsides. I gotta say, probably not even an inch.
Very tough. I thought it was fine from my angle here, but Eisenbarger, like you said, been calling his name a lot tonight. He has been all over the ice. Been playing with at least some shift with his, I'm assuming his brother, Tyler. So, yeah, when there's 2 out there at the same time, it seems like they're always just Eisenbarger to Eisenbarger. Really dominating play tonight, PJ.
Coming down the zone, here is the Spartans. That was directed towards the near side corner. I believe that was from Brimner. That one goes off the, looks like off the leg of the referee, as now it is Elkins. Nice move there. Elkins feeds it through the crease, and it goes wide of any Spartan player. And here goes Burge.
Go around that play.
This poke by Asiala. Pretty, like you said, pretty linear path for Burge on that one.
Like, you didn't need to try and go down 5-1 especially.
There's Elkins up ice to Brimner. That one's knocked away by the Carroll defense. Brimner brings it inside. Oh, nice move there. Brimner Centers to Besh. Scores! What a beautiful toe drag by Grimner, and he got it to Besh. 6-1 Spartans.
Just seems like Carroll is just, not having their night at all. And there's really no good option here. You see that Carroll defender, he sees it's a 2-on-1. He doesn't see it's like almost a 3-on-1, so he takes the 2, and then he gets in front of the 2, so he can't even have a chance to deflect that pass from the Homestead player that was high. So he gets that puck, and he's all alone, and now it's 6-1, so just a tough scene overall.
3:40 left here in the second period, and Homestead is running away with it. Richardson fans on it, so he has to go get it from the far side corner. Grevner, the lone assist for the Spartans. Davies keeps inside the zone. Has a far side. There's a shot along the ice. Save Copeland. It's loose in his pads, let's just say. He covers it. I think Cameron Davies had a goal yesterday, or on the Sunday's matchup. Now he had an assist on the Ringenberg power play goal scored yesterday, so Cameron Davies trying to keep a point streak alive. As we have a face-off inside of the Homestead defensive zone, and that one's won by Jeanette. Henry Dockery sends it over to the near side for Fitz. Backhanded way to the corner. Looks like by Craig. In the neutral zone. That one looks like it went off the helmet of Fix, and now the Spartans are trying to gain the zone. It is Juarez. Good arm save there by Reinhold. You can't give Juarez that much room in the low slot. I mean, just the arm stopped that one.
Yeah, wide open.
Here's Klein. He gets poke checked by Fix. Stolen by Fix. Out to the point for Dockery. Dockery a race shot. Blocked by Craig. Elliot Dockery brings it inside the zone. 2-3. He gets a heavy hit there by Craig. Off the boards, Klein kept inside the zone, and we're going to have a penalty on the Spartans. I think it's going to go on Dockery.
Yeah. Cameron Craig, the small guy, giving it a little bit there to Elliot Dockery. I think that might be the first time I've seen Elliot get taken down. He's a big fella and pretty sturdy, so how about that?
Gotta find some way to start generating some momentum to stop the bleeding. I mean, this is like an arterial bleed at this rate.
Yeah. Well, they've got a few minutes here now, but still no sign of Willem or Leininger on the bench. And Leininger is no longer in the corner where he was getting checked out by the trainer, so that's probably not a good sign.
So it's Slash to Doherty. Carroll on the power play for the first time tonight. They looking to get something on the board here late in the second. Their only goal coming from the now not dressed Wallum. Trying to figure out what happened there.
Well, he was fully dressed except for his helmet when he left. I don't know if he had his helmet in his hand or not, but...
And we're going to have a penalty.
And that's
just like on Burge. As looks like Eisenbarger's down in the corner. So not even 40 seconds in and you get a penalty that kills your own. And it's not unsportsmanlike of all things.
Oh, he flipped his stick. That's actually hilarious. Hang on. Let's see if we can get a replay on it. I was watching the replay and I didn't see anything, but you'll see this stick go flying here in a second. So there's Birdright, and then, yep, there you go. You see the stick flying. That is, come on, man. You can't do that.
You can't do that when you're down like this and have a power play. That's a very selfish, bad penalty to take.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Like maybe if you get caught with a trip or something, that's to be expected. But not sportsmanlike when you're down like this on the power play. You eliminate your own power play. It's just not a.
And he's like with Woolham.
Here comes Eisenbarger. He's got the speed on Klink. Oh, nice stretch poke check there by Klinke. I think he learned from the first one. Klinke reached out with the poke check and knocked it away, and that one goes down for an icing.
That was a great play, but that penalty by Burge is just even worse, because Woolham and Leininger are both gone. He's probably their fourth best forward behind Blakely, and so now he's got to sit too. And they, like you said, they had a power play. I mean, they're down 6-1, but you get one here at the end of the period.
It looked like they had a good breakout going too. If we looked at the full replay,
that's just not a great time, especially behind the play. But
so we have Juarez and it looks like Drexler to the face-off, and the Carroll Chargers are in possession. Stretch pass by Klein goes up the boards to Mulholland, and he misses the mark of Drexler. So now it's played by Loxton. Under a minute's play here in the period. Now Jeanette takes it into the zone, but poke check there by Mulholland. Good defensive effort. And Asiala is just retreating with it. Sending it over to the near side for Juarez. As you can tell, Homestead's not in any rush.
And why would they be, I mean, period's almost over, 6-1. No need.
Here's Klein coming down the ice with speed as he gains the zone on the attack. Goes far side. Good defensive play there by Asiala. And now it's grabbed by Juarez. Now Homestead's on the power play. Juarez into the zone. Good move. Juarez shot, save, rebound, save, run hold. And it is gathered in by Eisenbarger to the point. Loxton back down to Eisenbarger. Centers to the slot. Nobody's there. So Mulholland tries to clear, but it is kept in by Asiala. Jeanette's trying to keep it in more, and that one is finally shot out of the zone by Phillips. And the period mercifully over. We go to the intermission, 6-1 in favor of Homestead. We'll take a break here. You're watching high school hockey on SummitCitySports.com.
We have to do this. A bit of a hill. His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Back here at the Parkview Sport One Ice House, where it is. Oh, we are not at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum, as it shows there on the bottom of our thing.
We'll get that fixed.
So yeah, we are at the Parkview Sport One Ice House. I wish we were back at the Coliseum. That was really fun to do. It's a 6-1 lead in favor of Homestead. They have 13 seconds of power play time as we go into the third. Go ahead and recap our goals here. Reed Johnson opened up the scoring at 10:36. And then it was number 61 of Homestead is Gavin Elkins. Made it 2-0. Chris Wallum, who we're trying to figure out what's going on with that, brought it back to 2-1. And then ever since then, it's just been Homestead all the way. After the Wallum goal at 6:24, a power play goal by Matt Jeanette at 5 seconds left in the first period. And that's just
killer.
Yeah, that's just a killer thing to give up in the last couple of seconds of the period. And then Eisenbarger picked up a goal at 14:26. Juarez at 7:45, and then Besh at 3:40. 6-1. I mean, there's not much that can be done. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens when we come out of the locker room here between these two teams. But outside of that, not much really going on. What's your thoughts so far, Joe?
Well, you know, obviously Carroll just hasn't had it tonight, and it's not helping the fact that they're missing their 2 best forwards for whatever reason. We'll see if we can find anything out about that. But yeah, I mean, Carteau, it's hard to really put a whole lot of what happened on him. You know, a lot of chances for Homestead where guys just got open space and, you know, didn't have any stick pressure on them.
Strong scoring chances.
Yeah. So that's more on the defense. You know, the forwards are kind of doing what they can right now, but there's only 9 of them. So, and then taking that penalty right when you get a power play doesn't help. So they're just kind of in hang-on mode. Hopefully they can come out here and, you know, if they can get 1 or 2 quick, you know, maybe there's a chance. We'll have to see when the teams come back out if we can spot Leininger or Woolham. Haven't seen either of them here in the intermission. So we'll see what's going on with that. But, there's really just not a whole lot to say. I mean, 6-1.
Yeah, well, outside of that, let's just go ahead and take another break here. You're watching high school hockey on SummitCitySports.com.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
We have to do this. A bit of a hill. His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere.
A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Do you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
And so we are back here at the Parkview Sport One Ice House, getting ready for the third period here between the Chargers and the Homestead Spartans. Don't mind my brain, I actually just forgot who the heck they were playing, to be honest.
I don't know how. Homestead's been, part of the league.
I've taken too many pucks to the head, okay? My own teammate got me a concussion in practice. Good old Colin Siebenhaller.
Did I tell you what happened to Hartley for the Spaceman?
I think he had a concussion last I heard.
Okay. I didn't know if I told you what was up, but I'll tell you later.
But yeah, I mean, you know when you're a goaltender, especially in practice and everything, your teammates love to dome you. So it's just the usual taking too many pucks to the head kind of affected my short-term memory.
I think when this was like my freshman year of high school, and we had guys on our teams that would just.
It was Eisenberger with speed though. The red cross ice pass intercepted by Klein would get to you here.
Oh my God! Heads up, fellas. I mean,
we're
looking to take some more forwards out of the lineup, I guess. That one about hit someone. Coach up there might want to stand back. That one might have caught him like right around the leg. But when I was a freshman, we had some players that were like really good friends with the goalies, and they would just like intentionally try and rip slap shots at his head. And I mean, no, it wasn't Parker. It was Johnny.
Oh, Johnny.
But I mean, the one ripping him had quite the slap shot. So
what was his last? Johnny
Hargrove.
But
he would intentionally like rip shots just above Johnny's head. And I was like, that's a dangerous game.
Yeah. Now I miss having a goaltender like Parker Rutherford in the league. He was a very good goaltender, very fun to see.
We've had him for some of our adult league games, and he was incredible. And then since he had to go back to Robert Morris, we've been like going week to week finding a goalie. And I have a whole new appreciation for Parker.
I've never seen a goaltender do a push-up in the middle of a breakaway like Parker did one game, because back when I played for Carroll, we were up so big. Dude literally did a push-up on a breakaway coming into the zone. He stopped it, too.
That's hilarious. That doesn't seem like something Parker would do. I would say that's more something like Johnny would do.
No, Parker was just having fun at that point. The Snyder coach wasn't pulling him at that time, and, it was like 9-1, so one of our guys just was coming down the ice in the breakaway, so Parker's just having fun. He did like jumping jacks and push-ups on breakaways and games like that happen. He was just a fun guy. It was just fun to play against him. But anyway, back to this game here. Besh has it. There's a turnover to Austin, and that one's intercepted. Doherty sends it around to the near side for Elkins to play. There's a shot by Besh, or that's Burge. That goes wide. Blakely has it far side. Doherty's there. Besh chips it up ice to Brimner, who's coming down the ice with speed. Makes a move on. Burge gets to Elkins. Elkins directs it towards the net, looking for a tip-in by Brimner, and that's broken up. Blakely trying to clear. It's in the feet of Besh. Gathered in by Blakely. He clears his own along the referee's crease, as we call it. Right around the scoring table. It's poked into the zone by Burge, and picked up now by Henry Doherty. Burge with a now stretch pass intercepted by Phillips. And now Brimner brings it back inside the Carroll zone. Brimner takes a bump there from Klinke. As now it is Elkins Down behind the net. Oh, tried to stuff it, but a good defensive play by Phillips. Phillips has in the, you got to get rid of that in that low crease when you see someone like Doherty bearing down on you. But here's Besh with a shot. That was blocked by Klenke. Besh centers it to Elkins. That one's wide. Caught the heel of Elkins' stick. Doherty's there. He's tied up with Phillips. Davies comes in to assist. Cameron Davies, he's poke checked by Elkins, and now Elkins goes back to the corner. He's bumped there by Phillips. Davies has it back. He sends it down the ice, and it will be an icing.
Side note, do not see Woolham or Leininger on Carroll bench, so at this point we're going to have to assume that they're out for the game. So a tough scene for Carroll, as we've already stated multiple times. But it does look like assistant coach Jake Detz might be over talking to the trainer or a parent.
It's like the trainer.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler Eisenbarger and one of the Carroll defensemen go down. That is Ringenberg. They're still tied up. They're still I think the stick of Ringenberg might have got jammed up somewhere.
Yeah, they both look fine.
Klein brings it inside the Homestead zone. Klein a shot blocked by Richardson. And that one's cleared down the length of the rink. And now Eisenbarger turning on the afterburners. Gets there in the low far side corner. Eisenbarger out to Asiello at the point. Asiello drives, blocked by Drinkall. Eisenbarger walking the line, gets it over to Asiello. Asiello, there's a shot. That one hit the outside of the goal cage and is picked up now again by Asiello. Goes out to the point. Eisenbarger. Oh, nice move on Drinkall. Eisenbarger drive, and that one's tipped into the safety netting by Cameron Davies.
Well, if it's any good news, I don't see Chris or Simon. Oh, actually, check that. I do see Simon over on the stairs in street clothes. So, Leininger officially out. I don't see Woolham though.
Face off won by Juarez. Here's Henry Doherty. That one shot hits Juarez in the shin guard. That one's wrapped around the boards. Fixed behind the net. Trying to bring it back to the near side. It is Drexler who tries to feed it out to Mulholland. Mulholland got pushed down by Doherty. As now is played by Doherty. Doherty up ice to, looked like he was trying to get it to fix, but is grabbed now by Klenke, and that one's cleared out just outside the blue line, and Lars puts it right back inside the zone. It is Klenke, pressured by Jeanette. Fix is there to apply for the pressure, but it is a backhand pass by Klenke up to Fiedler. Brought it back inside the zone. Here is Drexler, poked off his stick by Doherty. As now Juarez tries to clear it. It's intercepted by Drexler, who throws it down into the Zandor corner. And now that is knocked away. Here is Elliott Doherty. Moves the zone to the high slot. There's a shot blocker. Save Reinhold. That one's cleared out of the zone. It is Henry Doherty. Feeds up ice to Doherty. So Doherty gets a pass from Doherty. There's a shot by Doherty that goes wide. Sent up ice as Burge caught it on his backhand. Still on the Carroll bench, Cameron Craig with possession. Craig goes down low. He loses an edge there. It's a turnover. Here's Burge with a shot. Glove save. Copeland. And we have indeed a running clock.
Nice wide open opportunity here for Burge. Gets open all alone, but Copeland does a great job coming out to the top of the crease and smothering that one.
Good angle position there. Cut down the angle.
Yeah, Burge just didn't have enough time really there to make a significant move. Forced to just kind of take that shot.
Here's Bash inside the zone, onside play. He gets hit there by Burge. Bash. There's going to be a penalty on Klein. As Klein broke his stick on the play. Might be a trip, I'm not sure.
More than likely. We'll get a look at it here on the replay.
Trip.
Yeah, and it looks like he must have just got Stick like jammed against the boards there when he went to make that hit, and stick just snapped straight in half.
Yeah.
So, an absolutely massively important power play here for the Spartans.
Face off won by Homestead.
Clearly
Eisenbarger. Eisenbarger to Juarez. Juarez out to the point for Asiala. Asiala shot blocked by Bird.
Shot block.
Right now by Juarez. Looking to get it up to Jeanette. Good defensive play there by Blakey's. He gets it down low. Set up ice to Juarez. Zach Juarez. Cuts back to the near side. Gains the zone on the attack. Loses on the stick handle, but here's Eisenbarger. DJ Eisenbarger, alternate captain for the Spartans, as that one shot wide by Asiala. Juarez over now. Juarez, shot, stick save. Reinhold, and it drops into the glove as he covers it.
That was a nice little spoon move there by Juarez. We'll get another look at that. Creating some space for himself. Ooh, look at that. All kinds of time. Lose the puck there briefly, but still able to kind of get a shot off.
Well, 7:40 and counting. That's a face-off win for the Spartans yet again. Besh. Sauce pass over to the corner. Here's Doherty. Back to Eisenbarger. Goes to the corner. Kind of taking his time. Just spinning around right now, to be honest, in the corner.
Yeah, Clanky should try and pin him there if he can, but Eisenbarger, a pretty big guy, and Clanky not as much, so.
Here's Juarez. Center feed, that one's blocked by Craig. Doherty chips it back to himself in the corner. Doherty looking out to the coach for Jeanette. Jeanette a shot, glove save, Reinhold. So now the penalty is expired, but Klein cannot come out until the puck is dropped.
Yeah, well, you know, at least Carroll, you know, pretty good kill right there. Nice shot block by Burge at the beginning. I'm a big shot block guy, so I'll have to give him a shout out for that one. And, you know, probably some guys out there right now not used to playing on the penalty kill, at least up front because of the injuries, of course. So, yeah, really about all you can ask for. Did a pretty good job there.
Face-off won by the Chargers.
That caught him up in the net.
Good battle there. Here's Brimner. Brimner a shot. Oh my goodness! He snipped it. Short side on Reinhold. Drew Brimner.
Yeah, not to take anything away from Brimner on this one, but you could see that this one was gonna be a goal. Just a not great angle here for Reinhold. You see him try and, you know, slide just a touch over, but. Yeah, it's not really in great position there. Playing a little bit too much to the middle.
Yeah, he's cheating blocker side. Face-off won by the Spartans, but it's played now by the Chargers. That was almost a car crash as Doherty was almost caught Austin now.
Austin's life might have just flashed before his eyes there with the big Doherty coming down on him.
Burge near side, that's out to the point, and is sent down low. Behind the net, it's Doherty. Up to Elkins. That one goes wide and will not be an icing. Reinhold dives out to cover it.
That one could have been tough for Reinhold, jumping out there and trying to cover that one, as that Homestead player was kind of trying to make a quick play to get to that one. Already almost under 5 minutes to go. Maybe, just maybe. This is kind of against the rules here at the Sport One Ice House, but we might, I don't want to get ahead of myself, start the second game early. I don't know.
Here is Blakely inside the zone. Blakely, good move.
This puck will be bounced around out towards center ice. Now Austin tries to carry it across for the Chargers. He's taken down by Eisenbarger. Now PJ picks it up, and he'll come through center. Gains the red line, cuts to the center, tries to go around Klein, but he fends that one off and has control. 4:30 to go. And he'll bring this one up, making a lot of offensive rushes here this game, and he'll just fire that one straight into Copeland.
Thank you, Joe, for stepping in there. My throat got really dried out for a second there.
No problem, man. I understand. I might have to make a run down to the vending machine
Oh,
here
yeah.
in between
We
games and get some
this
water.
breeze that comes up from, I don't know where the heck it comes up at. It's like there's a fan here, but there's not a fan here. I don't understand it.
It's been freezing in here the last couple of weeks, especially over on Rink 1. Doing those spaceman games, I've had to start bringing my jacket, man. It is chilly when you get up higher.
And here's Drexler with a shot. That one is blocked by Doherty. As the Spartans can't clear it. He's down in the corner, wrapped around the boards. And now it is controlled by the Spartans. Jeanette gets it down to Juarez. Here's Juarez. Center feed, he hits the outside of the net. Reinhold dives out and covers it. Well, still running here. Got about 3:10 left in the period. At this point, we could probably safely say left in the game. It's 7-1. Homestead. Lars will draw against Ringenberg, and it's still in the feet and finally poked free. And Ringenberg shot it to the point and kept in by Loxton, who threw it towards the net, and save made by Reinhold.
Well, it's probably safe to say at this point that Homestead's going to win this one, so increasing their lead at the top of the standings. They'll get to 17 points now with still 4 games left on the schedule to play.
It is Clanky bringing it near side. Mulholland chips it off the boards, kept in by Asiala. Here's Jeanette. Stick lift there by Klein, I think. Here's Jeanette. Down to the far side corner. Juarez, center feed. That one, he takes a heavy hit by Klein. And now Cameron Davies comes up. Far side. Onside play. Davies. Oh, nice move, but he loses it as it's gathered in. Far side by Jeanette. Jeanette up ice to Juarez. Zachary Juarez bringing it inside the zone. Play onside. I thought Fix might have run off there. It's gathered in by Mulholland. Goes off the boards. Ringenberg chips it out. And now it's sent right back in by one of the Spartans, I think by Asiala. Klein goes off the boards. And that one is gathered in by Brimner. Brimner to Besh. Besh's shot. That one's blocked by Ringenberg. As that one is off the boards. And they ruled it was touched. So no icing on the play. 1:06 left here in the third period. Here's Brimner bringing it inside the zone. Brimner centers it to Elkins. That one's broken up. Brody Burge the other way. Burge in the zone on the attack. He loses it. As Doherty gets it to Besh. Besh. Stretch pass. Finds his target. As here's Elkins. There's a slap shot by Elkins. Play whistle down for the offsides. Well, 30 seconds and counting here in the period. Probably got one more face-off.
If even, they might just let this one run down. We'll see.
Face-off won by the Chargers. Comes up to the point. Sent back down to the near side corner, I believe, by Burge. 5 seconds left here in the game. Doherty gets it into the neutral zone, throws it towards the net. Save Reinhold, and that does it. The Homestead Spartans pick up the victory 7-1 over the Carroll Chargers.
Just Just not a whole lot to say about that one. You know, Homestead really just dominated play for almost the entire game, and Carroll just a tough situation there with some players going out. It's not their night. But they're still in a good spot here with, you know, just a little bit under 500 record here in the league play, on track to get that 3rd seed. So we'll see what happens here.
So this opens the door for the Vipers to take possession of 2nd place as they look to have Leo here in our 2nd game. We thank you for tuning in here for Hunter Tosenheimer, Joe Hector, I'm Ray Porter. This has been High School Hockey on SummitCitySports.com.